How's everybody doing? It's hard not to start with NBA news because there's some wild NBA news going on right now, but it is Super Bowl week. It is just as big of a week. It is the biggest week of football. Sadly, football's over after this week, but nothing but big things. Your favorite podcast is back. We got some new stuff. We got some new. We're just going to start this over again.
Hold on, let me cough a couple times. All right, I'm good.
All right, here we go. We're back. We're coming in hot. Biggest week of the fucking year. It's the Super Bowl, and we got some really big fucking basketball news. Let's go.
It's here. It's finally here.
I had to get fired up for it the right way.
Welcome back to another week of the Daily Dividends podcast. Before we get started, we just want to do a couple little professional resets here to remind you guys where to find us in all of our different platforms. Of course, we originated on our SoundCloud page, the Daily Dividends podcast. You can also find the Daily Dividends podcast on Spotify. So make sure you search Daily Dividends podcast on Spotify. Click the follow button so you can get updated with every new episode that comes out. And we also, which I think we've had a pretty decent presence, but I don't think we've ever really talked about it, a big social media presence as well.
Big is definitely the word. Only gonna get bigger. Sound like Dev. Pause.
Wild pause.
Sorry, Dev. So we got a Twitter account. It's at Dividends Daily. Kind of like the name of the podcast, only backwards. Only so many things are available. You know that.
What is it again?
At Dividends Daily.
Nice.
You know, we got some corresponding colors, same shit as the Spotify. You know, we do our thing. We let you guys know sometimes when some hot shit is gonna drop on the website, and then we do some, funny shit here and there.
Memes and shit.
Lots of memes.
Honestly, if there's a game going on, like, what we try to do is
We get these tweets off.
Yeah, we'll like actually, commit to an entire game and live tweet it end to end, because that kind of makes it like it's something to look back on, honestly.
You had a great live tweet moment during the Cowboys-Rams game when you put the picture of like Braun looking at JR saying when Dak gets tackled by his own lineman.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that happened. You got tackled by his own guy.
Yeah, there's a perfect picture of it up there too.
Yeah. Why do we always keep finding reasons to talk about the Cowboys?
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Please
could never.
stop. Please stop.
We could talk about the Jets instead.
No.
We could talk about the Panthers.
Shout out.
No.
Yeah. So okay. So
Shout
we
out the
circle back here.
Which Panther was a Pro Bowler?
All of them in my heart.
No, but for real, like, wasn't McCaffrey a Pro Bowler?
No.
What?
Yeah, right. Yeah, don't be disrespectful.
They got blanked?
We got a couple guys from the line and
Yeah,
shit.
there's got to be a lineman.
I think Kuechly didn't want to take part.
Yeah.
He
Oh.
did not
Well, there was a
even
lot
show.
of people who got like the nomination, but just didn't do
want
it.
to.
I
Yeah,
think Aaron Rodgers did. Aaron Rodgers actually? No, Aaron Rodgers didn't go, even though he was named
Yeah,
to the team.
I'm sure he.
That's
had-
the only
he
reason.
got
Like,
voted.
again, sorry for bringing up Cowboys, but Dak Prescott was in the Pro Bowl, and I watched it. I was like,
Shot.
what are you doing there? Even I was like, what are you doing there?
Shot.
Please stop.
Oh,
As you guys can see, this is the premiere episode of our visual podcast to go along with our audio podcast, which we plan on putting on YouTube, right? I mean,
think
where
so.
else would you put a visual podcast? I think that's pretty much it, right?
I think that's all.
And the YouTube presence is very important, so that's good to add to the media repertoire. And this is only possible through our partnerships with Insom Media Studios.
Who is Insom Media Studios?
Good question. Led by creative director Jonathan Rodriguez, Insom Media Studios is, I guess, collective where visual and video,
As opposed to the visual and not video.
you know,
Where video and audio, magical audio technical dreams.
I'm sure this
Come
is
to
exactly
life.
how he wanted to be endorsed.
Nah.
nah. If you got something you want to put out there, this is the guy you got. This is the place you got to go to.
I've seen
All creatives. If you have photos, if you have videos, podcasts, obviously, photo shoots, whatever.
music videos. I've seen a ton of really good music videos.
Yeah,
promotional
photography.
videos.
Yeah, this the space is available to rent, as we are obviously doing right now, and with a good rate, you can get your stuff out there like we are.
And-
All right.
sorry,
Oh shit, my bad.
My bad. No, lastly, you can find their thing on it's like Peerspace or something, I believe it's called.
Oh, what is that?
It's like a website to book studios, I believe. If you want to,
Like just for like rent space to create?
yeah, for like artists and like all the people that do all the shit that you just listed off. Take some photos, whatever, do some songs, make some film.
What's it called?
I think it's called Peerspace. I would
Inside
love-
Media Studios,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peerspace?
I'm getting the, I'm getting the
Yes.
thumbs up
I'm
from the
trying to
producer. Yeah.
confirm that it's Peerspace.
Yeah, it's Peerspace. We'll drop
Yeah.
we'll drop a tweet with a different site with different links and information that
Yeah,
will send
check,
you to all the right
check the
places.
description box and don't forget to hit the bell icon in the top right to be alerted whenever our videos drop. Ding!
Of course. All right.
I've been practicing that.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's get to the money talk. You already know what
Let's
time
talk
it
about
is.
some money. How'd we do?
Portfolio shit. I mean, football's been on ice pretty much this week. There was no, Pro Bowl stats and shit like that. There was no Pro Bowl money to be had. Maybe next year we could work on that because,
Yeah, the problem with that is just the projections are just so hard to do because you have no idea how much these guys are going to play.
Hopefully they cancel that shit. I didn't even watch that shit.
They need to do something with it. I want to see them. I forgot that the hockey one was this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey puts on a great show. I don't watch
Really?
hockey at all except for the All Star Weekend.
Really?
It's so much fun. They do like rotating shifts where they'll like. So they don't have it by like east, west, or whatever. They have it by like the conferences. So there's like an Atlantic team, there's a Mid-Atlantic team, there's like a Metropolitan team, whatever. And they rotate. So the Metropolitan and the Atlantic team will play each other for a period. And then one of those teams will go off and then they'll put the other third team that's missing. So by the end of it, everybody's played each other. And then they do like I don't know if it's like an
Wait,
aggregate
big
score.
question. Do we do hockey on Prediction Strike?
Not yet.
All right, so fuck that shit.
Another big show announcement though. Not show announcement, but prediction strike announcement. Got the word earlier today from was it yesterday from the big man upstairs that the terms have been agreed on to get the V2 launch going. And I know that Big Boss Man said that he wants it to expand beyond NBA and NFL. So in the future, when V2 launches, expect some NBA, NFL, expect some hockey, maybe some MLB fantasy getting in there as well. So the opportunities are coming.
World Cup.
Oh yeah, big
The,
World
the
Cup
OG
brackets.
prediction strike.
Oh yeah, that's how it all started.
That's how it all started.
Yeah.
All right, back to what I was saying. Portfolios. I had a couple good basketball hits this week from last week. As you guys all remember, I purchased my live stream purchase, my live purchase.
Oh yeah.
What do we want to call it? You know how I always buy
Yeah.
somebody while we record?
No, your weekly, podcast pictures.
Kenneth Fareed, big pickup, huge pickup. Picked up
Yeah,
a
that did
couple.
better than I thought it was
I
going to
picked
do.
up a couple shares, picked him up at 64 cents. This boo's already at 82, and he's only going up.
Mm-hmm.
He's a double machine, especially in Houston.
Yeah.
Who else? Obviously, I picked up some fucking Boogie. That's doing well, obviously, duh.
Yeah. He's
And
climbing steadily.
yeah, I'm just waiting for the Super Bowl so we can get some of these Patriots fucking shares to cash out. Gronkowski, please,
Please, please, please.
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 Did you hear what he said in a press conference? Well, it was a press conference or like a little side interview or whatever. Somebody asked him, what's the percentage chance you think that you're going to play next year? And he goes, you already know. You guys know what my favorite number is from a couple of years ago when you asked me this question. You remember? And then he pointed to like a female reporter who was like, she knows what that is. She knows what that number
He
is.
did that. He did it this weekend.
Yeah. I don't think Gronk realizes that like the Me Too movement is going on right now.
I think he's done that before too.
Yeah, he just doesn't care.
The number was 69, by the way, for those of you who are wondering at home
He'll
what
get
we're
away
talking
with it.
about.
I think the NFL needs to investigate just the drugs that they're giving Gronk during his week off during the media thing because he's just like wilding out there.
I'm assuming horse tranquilizers.
Yeah, he's just like weird. I don't know.
Tranquilizer mixed with like, yeah.
But I'm gonna start off with the bad. I had a decent NBA week. I had not my first good prediction strike week, not my first good really week on prediction strike, but it was whatever. It was cool. I was happy about it. Start off with the bad. We still got Damari Carroll. I thought he'd maybe shake a little bit because Kenneth Fareed's not on the team anymore, but still doing nothing for you. Hazonia is on the decline.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's ass.
But whenever he's out there, he's jumping and he's running the floor.
He's a
Like,
hustle player, but
He's
the
a
hustle
ball
players
hog.
don't get stats.
Yeah, he's just trying to score points and get on the starting lineup.
But that's the problem is it's killing his shooting percentage. And in fantasy basketball, the shooting percentage is where you actually get the most of your bump or your what's the word I'm looking for? The bad shit.
Yeah.
I got Alex Len too, but whatever, we're waiting on him. But I got some trades that I think are gonna happen, that I think are gonna free up Alex Len, and maybe some other guys too. I also tried to capitalize on the Oladipo injury, picking up Tyreek Evans, but also
Yeah,
Not
I
too,
don't-
I think he's hurt himself.
Yeah, well, he's been on and off the court too, and he's one of those guys. I thought he was going to have a much bigger role when he signed with the Pacers because he had that breakout-ish year with Memphis last year, but I think that was just because there was no Mike Conley, so he was their primary ball handler. But now the Pacers play this. They play this weird style of basketball where they're not weird style of basketball, but they don't really they don't really run the offense through anybody. It's like an old school like dump it into the middle, back someone down, and then kick out after the double team, and then like Bojan Bogdanovic hits a stupid corner three that goes in every time.
They need him to do something. But now the big one for me this week was Jaleel Okafor because he stepped in after
Good pickup.
after
Yeah.
Big Brow went
Really
down.
good
Yeah,
pickup.
I
And he might if this trade goes down, he might be like real big pickup.
yeah, and I hope they get what's his face Julius Randle out of there if he's on the squad still. I see him on the website. He needs to be gone.
Is he good? Is
No.
he actually good, Julius Randle? I
No,
feel like
but
I've been
it's-
wondering if he's good for like the past like 5 years.
His price is way up there though. That's the issue.
No, I hear you. So with me, basketball wise, it's nothing too crazy. I went in on Boogie before his first game, and that's steadily climbing up. I took your advice, little insider, not insider trading, but you kind of gave me a tip off air about getting some Ntilikina because Moutier's out. Because I had Moutier for a little while. I put a little bit of Ntilikina. He has gone up a whole cent.
You know how I get down with one.
So we're getting there. We're
That
steady
would-
climbing.
That would be because he got injured the first game he got in. So
I know. So
Okay.
I'm riding that 1 cent. We'll see. I totally whiffed. Bless you. I totally bless you again. I'm just gonna wait. We good? Great. I totally whiffed on Ennis Cantor. I don't know what's going on with that situation in
That's
New
a
York.
neck.
But when that
we said that was bad. Yeah,
I know,
we
but
said
when
it.
Cornette went down,
Did we?
when Cornette went down, there was multiple credible sources that were saying that that Cantor was projected to start.
Fizdale does not like him. That's bad money.
I realize that now, but I don't know. I mean, it hasn't killed me because he's just stagnant. His number's not changing because he's not playing. So his number isn't going up or down. It's just staying the same.
No, he's running with the youngins.
I'm hoping that I'm going to hold on to it just to see if he gets traded because if he gets traded, he's probably going to get traded to a team that will actually use him. And say what you want about him as an actual player to like build your franchise around, he is still a double-double machine. Even if that double-double is 10 and 10, he's still going to get you a double-double every game. But that's all I really have basketball-wise. I'm still deciding on whether or not I want to sell Rex Burkhead from last week because I don't know what his projection is going to be for against the Saints. Not against the Saints. Against the Patriots. So I'm
Against
waiting
the
to see.
Rams.
Oh yeah, he's on the. It's been a rough morning. But you get the idea. Oh, it's actually updated. Nope, still not updated. He's the only one that's not updated for that game. Everyone else is updated.
Did we pick for Super Bowl already?
Yeah, we did. We did that already.
No, we need to review that.
You want to do it again?
Yes.
All right, dropping it again.
Wait, who did we? Do you remember the results?
Yeah,
What
I
was
remember.
it?
I picked the Patriots.
I picked the Patriots.
Okay.
And you went
You went the Rams.
Big Rams.
Big Rams. Just sticking to it, boy.
I apologize to everybody.
to make
using that
sure.
headphone. So are we revisiting this? Are we doing a do-over?
Nah, cause fuck that shit. You know what I'm
just
saying? I'm just saying. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it. Big Rams. That's it.
Big Rams.
I hate going with the Patriots, but whatever.
Nah, man, we don't roll with that shit. That Patriots shit. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, you want to start rattling Patriots off?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the lead on the Patriots because
Go for it.
I don't really like the Rams. So
Take us on the tour of the Patriots, Marcus.
there's money a bunch of different ways on the Patriots right now, right? Obviously, quarterback Tom Brady. We didn't really like the quarterback plays in the playoffs, right? Is that what we're agreeing on?
Yeah,
Not too
well,
much.
the only one that worked out was Phillip Rivers for me, and it still almost didn't because he threw all his picks.
And Tom Brady's projected 18.5 points, $3.16 share. I don't really like that, honestly.
You could go
But
off.
it's a better rate than Mahomes. Mahomes is a fucking arm and a leg.
Yeah.
And he's projected like 30.
You mean Goff or Mahomes?
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I meant golf. Does anyone know golf stats?
I'm going to look it up.
Alright,
Excuse me,
bet.
I'm going to look it up right now. But I'm assuming with him, let's find out.
Goff
together.
is
Wow, I'm tripping.
Goff is-
774 share.
Ooh, nah, Brady's definitely the better pick there.
Yeah, but I also checked. Like I looked at his graph. Brady's gone down every single week, including the playoffs, even when he's been winning all these games.
Yeah.
Setting him up for a crazy comeback because last year he literally broke the record for passing yards in a Super Bowl. So
Super Bowl.
he could throw. He could go for 500 yards easy this year
Yeah.
again.
He's not gonna go out like a hoe. We all know that.
Yeah, that's the motto this year.
He ain't going out like a hoe.
You didn't hear them chanting that?
Ain't going out like a hoe. We ain't going out like a hoe.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Next we got Rex Burkhead, who's currently broken, right?
Yeah, he's the only one whose projection has not been updated for the Super Bowl, and he's at 13.01 a share, which is big money right now, especially for a running back who gets like 4 touches a
Nice.
That's why it's there. That's why it's in the middle.
Honestly, he's not the only broken one. I do not want to say the other broken person because I don't want them to fix it.
Is he physically broken like Gronk, or
No,
is it?
broken on prediction strike. He has very low projections, but he's definitely gonna cash out. I'm just gonna say, it's not Dorsett.
His name rhymes with
Not Dorsett.
something Justin Forsett.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's only projected.
remember Justin
He's
Forsett?
only projected 1 point, which don't even fix that. Come on.
It's the Super Bowl.
I get down with one.
Let me buy that shit right now. Oh, actually, I bought that shit already, so it's okay.
You locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked
You
in.
locked in.
Only $4.61. He I think he caught a touchdown last game. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He
did.
caught one of those late ones. Yeah.
He's been getting a lot of targets. I think that's what I saw. That's why I was very interested in him.
Yeah.
So I do like that. What do we else? We got Chris Hogan, also only projected 5 points. That's not an accident. That's actually like legit. $3.07. Someone's gonna catch these balls. No home. I don't like Edelman. A little too expensive for my taste, honestly.
What's the number on Edelman?
I have no clue.
I got you.
I promise I didn't do that on purpose.
It's okay.
Wait, not have Edelman? Yeah, no, I don't even have Edelman on
I
there
completely
because-
didn't even think of Edelman for some reason. I don't know why.
No, I left him off because
For the same reason.
Edelman's
that
gonna
we're
be
saying
locked
right now.
up, honestly.
But you know what? It depends. Let me see what his projection is because I had him in fantasy and his projection was very steady. 919. That's big money for a receiver. Projected 11.4 points. The thing is, that's a perfect.
Nah, he could get that.
He can get it. That's a perfect number for him. But if he gets it, he's
Pause.
gonna get it. You're not gonna make money off him. You might meet your money and make like a couple cents on him, but he's not the kind of guy that's gonna get you 20 fantasy points. He'll get you that 11 easy, but that's it.
Yo, big ups to Sony Michelle, Haitian, Sac Passe, you already know, Sac Fet, you already know. He's definitely the money. He's the money pick this week, I think. He's averaging over 20 fantasy points a game since like week 17. On top of that, what was that week 17? Is that the last week of the NFL season?
Yeah, you're right.
Only projected 12 points, coming in at $3.37. Way cheaper than Rex Burkhead. And he's getting way more burn and way more fucking touches than Rex Burkhead. So that is the pick. I think that's the best pick on the Patriots this weekend.
Yeah.
And please, Gronk, please.
if you're feeling kind of crazy, you can go Devlin. Honestly, he's projected at 1.7. If they get close on the goal line, they're not gonna mess around. They're just gonna. I feel like they might just give it to him on the one. Yo, they get on the 1 yard line, they're just gonna punch it in with him.
This sounds like a
Yeah, look at blood.
It sounds like a LeGarrette Blood.
I mean, I had to throw one in there.
I know. I would put my money on Rex Burkhead before that, but again, I don't know what his projection's going to be, so I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know if it's going to be worth it.
You don't know.
You don't know. I don't know.
All right, Rams.
Yeah, I was looking up. I wanted to find. You probably have it. The C.J. Anderson number right now.
CJ, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to buy Dorsett while we're doing this.
I have CJ Anderson right here. He's right now 56 cents.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Projected 9.7 points, which I would say would be easy money. But last week he only got 4.9 points.
Yeah.
How?
Exactly. I lost money on CJ Anderson last week.
Even though he went big against the
He
Cowboys.
just
the week
wasn't
before.
used, I guess, last week.
I don't think he
I guess
scored
so.
himself. I guess.
Yeah.
But
He,
what was
he had
the-
24.3 points against the Cowboys. So I mean, you only need 9% points, my dude. Please,
Please.
CJ Anderson, please.
And I think Todd Gurley's only projected to have like 14 something points, and his numbers at
I
like
don't know.
13.
He's
So
kinda-
okay, so let's play this game. You've got X amount of dollars. You could buy, however many shares of CJ Anderson, or you could buy however many shares of Todd Gurley. Obviously, like one is like $14 cheaper than the other, but one of them is a much lower projection. What do you do?
It's
Todd
tough.
Gurley.
Yeah, you got to go Gurley. It's a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
He's
with
not
his
gonna
health,
go
though.
out like a hoe.
Yeah,
CJ Anderson could go out like a hoe. He has before.
I'm worried about his health though. Like, they didn't even play Gurley last week.
Gurley will leave his leg out there. Are you
Facts.
kidding me?
I totally was just setting you up for that.
they
Yeah, okay.
they were saving like whatever he had left for this week, so they're just gonna run him out there.
Yeah, he'll be straight. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
He'll be alright.
All right.
He could have played the Pro Bowl this week if he wanted to.
How do we feel about our boy Brandon Cooks?
Oh, it's gonna be a revenge game for him. He's definitely gonna ball out. He's definitely not going out like a hoe. Confirmed.
We need to put that. We need to put that somewhere. I'm
Yeah,
adding that to the list of things I keep saying I'm going to make drops that I forget to make
Nah,
drops.
there's a couple people that will not go out like a hoe this game. There's a lot on the line for a lot of people. Cooks is one of them for sure. If he doesn't get cooked in the first quarter.
no, it's a whole revenge tour for him because he
Wait,
played
hold on,
against the
I'm gonna-
Rams too.
I was going to say I'm going to give you a
It's a little late.
joke. I know.
Facts.
Well, I was trying to, but I didn't want to
It's a little
be
late.
rude.
Now, what it comes down to for the Rams receivers is, I mean, like, just a couple people that talked about it, but the way the Patriots are supposed to cover everyone is they'll double like a number 2 receiver.
And then put.
Actually, no, all the way around. What am I saying?
No, you're right. They're
No,
going to put.
No, I'm wrong. They'll double the number 1 receiver, and then they'll leave their top corner on the number 2. Just take him out completely. Have 2 people on the top guy, and then just high-low him, whatever.
That's true.
But the issue with that is the fact that like all the receivers, none of them are like exactly number 1. None of the pass catchers, so it's almost a toss-up with all of them. But a lot of the receivers have lower projections, aside from obviously Cooks and Woods. But I mean, obviously they'll be worth it. But the other guys like the Everetts and the Dennis Reynolds out there,
His name is not Dennis.
one of them scored last week. I think.
Reynolds did.
Yeah,
and
Reynolds
Ev-
did.
and
I
Everett
cashed
caught
out
2
on that
bombs,
help.
too.
Reynolds
Yeah,
has
facts.
been like sneaky good. It's just it's inconsistent.
I've had him for a while. He earned his keep, but it was not as smooth as a ride as it.
No,
could've been.
because it's one of those like I think the first game that he came in for Cooper, he had like 2 touchdowns, big
Yeah,
game,
and they
and then he got
figured him
like
out
2
real
catches
quick.
the next game.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he went one game without even a catch. So it's just streaky. It'll be interesting to see how these coaches game plan because both teams they don't have like that number 1 crazy weapon like the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill and like the Saints have Michael Thomas. Like they all have like, 3 or 4 solid guys that can hurt you. So it's a matter of who they decide to take away.
Yep.
For me personally, I think I'm honestly gonna invest in Gronk for this game, just because you have
He's not gonna go like a hoe.
you have Edelman, you have Chris Hogan doing whatever he does. You're gonna have Patterson running. You're gonna have mad people running around. You have James White, who should have been the MVP to that Falcons Super Bowl because he fucking won the whole game for them. Whatever.
He's probably gonna catch another MVP this year.
Someone else better win the MVP. I think Gronk might win the MVP because they're gonna try to get him 2 or 3 touchdowns, because they definitely think he's going out and not like a hoe.
Brady's gonna get.
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
as I'm saying, who on the Rams is going to cover him?
Yo, if
Exactly.
Sony Michelle gets the MVP, ooh, it's like a fat.
That would be crazy. He's a rookie too.
That'd be lit.
I don't know how many rookies have won the MVP.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
That would be lit.
As long as Brady doesn't throw the touchdowns to him, as long as they're not screens.
I know, yeah. You gotta run that shit. Nah, if they feeded that shit to Burkhead and he gets MVP, I'll be sick.
Oh,
Nah, they're not even gonna win Rams.
I heard big ribs.
Big Rams.
I heard coverage this morning that I think it was one of the ESPN guys was trying to say that the Patriots fullback was going to be an X factor in the game. I don't even remember his name, but they brought up a fullback. I didn't know teams had fullbacks anymore.
See the disrespect, the blatant disrespect. The blatant disrespect. Why is that disrespectful, quick?
because I shouted out James Devlin.
Literally had a whole monologue about James Devlin.
I said, if you want to get real crazy, I don't know, hook me up, Dan.
And then you
There's
look,
no
you go
Garrett
Garrett
Blunt,
blunted
too.
him. And now you're talking about him.
This is just me not having any retention
Hypocrite.
of what's going on.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, so
Apologize to Nicholas.
nah, it's cool. Instead, I'll just hit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love you, mommy.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. I'll just hit you with it again.
That's appropriate.
Yeah, you know what? Hit me with the Devlin stats again.
James Devlin. Like I said, if you want to get crazy, James Devlin, $4.80. I put goal line under that. What? In my notes, all it says is goal line because
That's all you need to know.
if they get it on the one, if the ball's on the one line, like the 3-yard line, and it's like the fourth quarter, what are they gonna do?
Give it to
Mess
the boy.
around? Yeah, no, they're just gonna punch it in there
Hell yeah.
with 17 linemen somehow. Call it legal. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
Fucking yeah, we got all the Patriots down. We got all the Rams down.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much it.
You're ready to move into.
Ooh, no,
Ooh.
we're not ready yet.
No, go.
Marcus, you want to make the announcement for our Super Bowl plans?
Yes.
I've been informed. Yes, I've been informed. Yes.
On the Super Bowl, we're
We
gonna.
all talked about this.
We're gonna.
We're gonna live stream off something, probably Twitter, because that's the thing that we have.
There we go.
Yeah, we have the most money on Twitter, so we're gonna use Twitter. We're gonna figure something out, like a setting,
Yeah.
do our thing. Probably not in here.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have.
Yeah, I think they get cable here. That's a be dope.
No. So we're gonna be recording
kidding.
we're
Shout
gonna
out
be
Inside Media
recording
Studios.
ourselves. It's a very loose plan. We have lots of great ideas, but what you should do when you're getting the Super Bowl ready, you've got your 9 TVs in your house, you got all your wings, you got all your pizza, you got all this stuff. Just pop open your phone, pop open an iPad, a computer, and just head to at Dividends Daily. And if you want a little extra commentary, extra content, kind of like a little megacast situation, tune in. We're always a fun time when we watch games.
Yeah, just put on the live thing and mute your TV. Just hang out with us.
Yeah, come hang out with us. Come watch the game with us.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah.
That's like in the future when like people actually want to do that. But maybe during
Yeah, right.
maybe during halftime we'll just get some jokes off or something. I don't know. Like, and then Dan will forget the whole thing.
I'm a fun guy.
Not a lot of retention in this brain. Not a
All
lot
right.
of retention.
What's up next, Dan? Picks?
We did that.
I know,
We did that
kidding.
last week.
Got him.
Hi, my name is Trey. I have a basketball game tomorrow.
Oh, we're transitioning all over the
Oh my
place.
god, I hate that job so much.
I know. I say it every week. I'm the only one that likes it, so I'm going to do it again.
Hi, my name is Trey. I have a basketball game tomorrow.
As per following the alphabet, as we've been doing the past couple weeks, that leaves us with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yep.
Let's talk about the Brooklyn Nets. You alluded a little bit to earlier with the trade of Kenneth Faried / injury to what were you talking about earlier? Again,
Facts.
I'm forgetting things already.
Before we start, shout out to the Coogee uniforms that the Nets wear sometimes, because
Yeah,
they're,
they're
fresh.
fire.
'Cause they're pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, top things that the Nets got going on. They got D'Angelo Russell, who's looking like trade bait out there. He's doing his thing, getting
And-
better.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but to add to that, Dinwiddie's hurt, so he's going to be getting a lot more of those point guard minutes because Dinwiddie's not going to be around to take his touches. Not take his touches, but be featured more.
We got
Big facts.
Dinwiddie's out there. We got one of my favorite cases of the Nets right now is Rondae Hollis Jefferson. Is he ever okay? Do you guys see his face? He looks like Nick Young, only more confused.
Where is it?
Yeah, no, injuries aside, he just looks confused out there. And lastly, just another thing I noticed when I was like looking over the team is, well, I mean, obviously because they're all young and they're trying to figure out like what's what, who to even keep, who to start, all that. Everyone on their team is in the mid-20s for minutes. It's not even like, it's not even like the starters are crazy clear-cut starters like that.
Yeah.
Everyone gets play.
They're all fighting for spots.
Yeah, this is because I listened to last week and we had a lot of discussion over who's starting, who's not. Dan.
I still maintain that I was mostly right about that. Like, I get
You
it.
were wrong.
I disagree. But, that's fine.
Big time news. Karis LeVert is coming back
I
sometime
was
next
just,
month.
Yeah, there you go.
He's easily gonna be the guy. Alan Crabb is still a little bit long ways out. So until that happens, I feel like LeVert was killing it before he fucking hurt himself. It's actually a big surprise he's back for the season. But if those three get healthy before the end of the season, like post All-Star, fuck the Nets, but they can make playoffs.
Yeah, he there's some cool video. It said he like had the cleanest kind of like dislocation of his knee or whatever, ankle, whatever the hell. But you said he's coming back next month.
Yeah, sometime early
Yeah, they
February.
said. Yeah, I'm having trouble looking up numbers. I wanted like to give some numbers on people.
I already picked him up on fantasy.
That's what. Yo, do you have his number? Because honestly I skipped it because I saw.
Yeah,
his
he's $1.29 a share, projected about
You know how I get
27
down with
points. It'll be good. He'll
Nah.
get that. And he'll average out better the more games he plays because it's only like a small sample size. That's why it's like the projection is a little high, but he'll still hit that shit.
I'm kind of down with that because I didn't know he was coming back this year at all. To be
No,
honest.
yeah, he's coming back very soon.
Damn.
If you're gonna buy him, I'd buy him now while he's still getting his
Yeah.
minutes back. He's not gonna be projected. He's not gonna be projected high values for a little while because they
Joe
know he's gonna be
Harris
coming back
is
in.
trash. So as soon as they can get him in there,
Facts.
thank God.
Yeah.
When you see his name though, it's kind of like, okay, it looks like
No.
he's doing something.
Come on, I mean, love to all, but Blanco shooting guards is not the wave. That's never really been the
I
wave.
don't know. He was.
That's not really been the wave.
It
Come
looked
on.
like he was doing it.
No, he's not really. I had him on fantasy. I dropped him for someone that's not even playing. That's not good money.
Yeah.
That's bad money.
Speaking of bad money, also DeMar Carroll started the season hurt. Ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, it's like 6 DeMar Carrolls in the league.
Facts.
There's one on the Clippers. I'm pretty sure there's one on the Hawks. I'm pretty sure.
You mean there's 6 Jamison Crowders in the league?
Yeah.
Let's see. What game are we playing here?
Shit.
Are we talking about the role play, like the 3-and-D role player? Or are we just talking like small forwards with big dreads?
Nah, they're all the same guy. Has to be. Has to be.
Let's see. I'm actually liking this game. I want to think. Can we name them all?
Yo, actually, big question. Yo, Zion or AD?
Ah, I've been hearing this too. Would you trade if you knew that you had the first overall pick? Would you trade it to
Wait,
get
pause, big pause. Zion and KP for AD. Because that's what it would have to be.
That's a lot.
That's
I
what it
wouldn't-
would have to be.
I wouldn't do both.
It's not one or the other. It's that, and a couple youngins.
That's a little much.
But that's what it would take.
I don't think it's worth it because if you do that, then you're just the New York Pelicans and you're gonna have the same team.
I mean, we would still have the same base pretty much, but instead we'd have an established superstar and we'd still be attracting another superstar. It's the same formula.
but the issue
it's
is
the
that
same
with him,
exact formula.
the issue with him is gonna be a rental though because he's already
But
kind
I think
of
he
made
has
it.
2 years left in his contract.
It's just
so
this year and next year. So
yeah,
if you
2.5.
get him for if you do it before the deadline, you get him.
But
for a
New
year
York
and a
is one
half.
of those teams where he wouldn't just hoe him out. He would stay in New York because
I
he'd
don't
be
know.
a fucking legend. He'd be a legend. New York is not one of those places you go, you don't come out. That's big facts. And if he can attract one other superstar, which he will, if he gets KD or Kyrie, which he will, that's a whole different situation, Bees.
I would do it for one of those pieces. I would do
And
it
it would
for
have to be
KP or Zion.
It would
I
have to
wouldn't
be
do it for
both.
That's where I get nervous.
What about you, Nicholas?
I heard that was the that was the master plan to get AD, and then hopefully somehow attract KD, and then that will get one more.
You
somebody.
get,
And we can
you get
afford all of
KD, AD, and then you would get like a maybe a Clay Thompson or
Some shit like that.
No, we get a point guard. We get either John Wall or fucking Kyrie. Come on, are you kidding?
I mean, yeah, I would sign up for that right now. But
I love KP. Take him. Every time he goes up, every time he jumps and then lands, I think he's gonna snap his shit. Being that lanky and so agile and just so reckless is dangerous, dude.
I'm still waiting for him to like fill out his body.
I haven't seen him play basketball in like fucking 6 years. What the
love him.
fuck?
I love him though. Like I would like the only like listen, if it was for Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, and Clay Thompson, I would get over it.
That's what it
But-
is for. That is what it is for.
But there's so many qualifiers. Like that's what makes me nervous.
You
like
just
what
gotta
I
fucking believe it's New York, bro. All these guys want to establish their own shit. It's been the same shit in the league for so long. The dynamic's changing, bro. People are gonna come to New York.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like that. I agree with you that like yeah, it's for New York, but New York hasn't drawn anybody in.
This
it
is
drawn
what
two
that's what
people
we're
in.
doing now. We have the base, we have the coach. This is exactly what we're in a position to do now. That's what I'm telling you.
Got to change at some point. Yeah.
I know.
This is exactly
I
what
wanna-
we've been setting up to do. So this is time to act.
I want to believe you. I really do. I just. I'm skeptical. I'm gonna until I see it happen. Then I'm gonna be skeptical. I hope you're right.
What?
Man, I'm always
Because
right.
you're a Jet fan. You should know. What do I have a reason to believe?
That's not the fucking. That's not the energy we need, bro.
Yeah, what are we talking
Come
about?
on, man.
What?
This is why I'm not. In
Yo,
the front office.
go fucks with the Nets.
Yeah, you're not even a fan.
Yeah, you look
of
more
the-
like a yo.
No.
Yo, Joe Harris had
I don't even know who Joe Harris is.
Exactly.
Joe Harris had asked.
Yo. So,
Yeah, go over for the Nets.
So Marcus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Yo, I can't. Next episode, next episode, we're taking this shit away from him, guys.
Yo, so
Jesus
Jared
Christ.
Allen versus Ed Davis. Where do we stand on that?
I don't even know
one?
who the fuck Ed Davis is. Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. He blocks LeBron. That's all you know. That's all you need to know.
All right, Jared Allen coming in at $4.39. I forgot what his projection is. I think it's around like, I don't know, something high up there. That's why it's not written down here. But Ed Davis, on the other hand, meeting his projection consistently, but his price is higher. Honestly, it's $6.63.
Yeah, but remember we talked about not making those like cheap money moves last week. Like I feel like the $2 difference. I would rather go with the more steady production,
Oh no, yeah, no.
which
I'm
I know goes completely against what I just said with Jared Allen. But now that I know the numbers,
Yeah, you just
So.
contradicted yourself entirely. But no, I get.
I
what
didn't
you
know the
mean.
numbers.
But I mean,
Now I
honestly,
do.
yo, none of them are that high up. Speaking of not making those like penny stocks, like low moves, we got Shabazz Napier coming at 66
Yeah,
cents.
he's getting a lot
Has
more
Napier
burn.
still in the league?
He's getting a lot more burn. I think he's meshing very well with D'Angelo Russell. I think that's what I read today.
And the fact that Dinwiddie's out too.
Yeah. That's why he's getting more burn. Facts.
I was
Yeah,
right
that's
about one thing
Facts.
today. I brought up the Dinwiddie.
Shout out LeBron. Drafted Shabazz Napier single-handedly.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally the
And
only reason he got
completely-
drafted is
and
because
completely
LeBron
dipped.
was like, "I like him, get him,"
It's like, yeah, you dribble a lot.
which is ironic because LeBron doesn't usually like guys who dribble a lot.
That's facts.
He likes to catch and shoot guys. He likes his Corvers, the Corvers of the world, the Kevin Loves who just spot up.
I think it's hard. I don't know. The one who's going to disappear obviously is D'Angelo. Does that mean that you should invest in him now?
What do you mean disappear?
Like to a different team,
Yeah.
like get traded.
Maybe.
A lot of them could get traded. That's the problem. Like they're
I
all
don't
young.
think they're gonna get rid of Russell.
You don't think so?
I don't think there's much of a market for Russell. I think that's the
He's
problem.
been killing it.
But if he gets traded, I don't think that it's someone going to be trading for D'Angelo Russell. I think he's going to be like a piece that makes the money work kind of deal.
That's why I don't think they're gonna trade him.
So, I mean, if you want to bank on that, you can get him now while he's like low but riding a hot streak, and then just see what happens on a new team. This is if he even gets traded, which again we're not even 100% sure he will be. So, I'm a little torn.
Yeah.
Can we just just move on to some other investigative journalism I've been doing?
Oh,
Okay,
please
sure.
go ahead. Start us off.
All right, so a crazy out there trade that could happen, in my eyes, would be said Russell to the Pelicans. Say obviously if they didn't trade AD, because there's some shit coming out that they're gonna hold him till the end of the season anyways. But whatever.
That'd be stupid.
It
I
would
think
be.
they're just waiting for the right offer. They're not going to trade him at the deadline unless they get blown away by an offer.
Otherwise, he's leaving and not signing an extension.
No,
Yeah.
he's still on the books for next year too.
Oh.
And the thing is, there's the whole thing with the Celtics where the Celtics obviously have the most to trade for him, but they can't trade for him this year because there's like some weird contract stuff because they traded for Kyrie's contract. They can't trade for two. If you were a rookie and got a max extension as a rookie, that's like a thing on your contract, and you can't trade for two of those guys on your roster at the same time.
Word, got it,
So they have to wait until the end of the year to sign Kyrie as a free agent and then trade for AD. So the Pelicans are holding back as they know that other than maybe the Lakers, the Celtics are going to be the ones that give them the best offer, and the Celtics can't trade him at the deadline. So if they're going to wait for their best offer, they got to wait till July or whatever it is, June 1, July 1.
Facts. So what else we got?
It's the smartest thing I've ever said on the show.
Teammate of the foresaid AD. We got Elfrid Payton coming in. He weird, had the super weird shit on top of his head. Whatever. Say he
Cut
gets
that shit off.
Yeah, he cut that shit off. He's gotten triple doubles before. He was on the Magic before the Pelicans, whatever. I think he was already in Phoenix at one point, so he can't go there. He's destined for just the bottom type shit. So I think he's gonna end up on the Nets somehow. But whatever. Say he does. His projection right now is 19, and he's at like a dollar something. If you want to, Dan, whatever.
You know how I get down with one.
Yo.
Fucking. But when that goes down after he gets traded, you get right back in there. He's pretty much the same thing as D'Angelo Russell. So recycle him. Next, the other guy who said wanted to get traded, but he got whatever Drake does whenever he drops an album to the other guy who drops an album. That's what AD did to Thon Maker, because Thon Maker's like, yo, I want to get traded, and then AD's like, I'm trying to get traded. So throw Thon Maker, shout out real quick. Coming
I
in.
saw someone that called him Thong Maker. Because the Bucks,
Yo, what?
because the Bucks let him slip through the cracks.
I was gonna say I thought like someone actually nicknamed him that. I'm like, oh, that'd be a cool nickname, but they're just joking.
That's why I
around.
hit the drop early. I thought that was the punchline.
Yeah, it's
Didn't realize
messed-
there was more to it.
That's messed up.
Bravo.
That's well, coming in at 20 cents, literally 20 cents. His projection's at 2.5. So when he gets traded, when he hits the court somewhere in the NBA,
It's good money.
yep. Supposedly the Bucks are also, allegedly going to be in the running too for AD. So why would they not trade
Yeah,
him?
I'm sure he'll go down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be in the running for him.
The other dude who cried trade demand was Marquise Chris, just a younger version of Kenneth Reed. The Rockets were like, all right, we need a big for the end of the season to be a big, do big things, and then they were like this down the dodgeball line, and they're like, actually, let's go get Kenneth Reed out of nowhere. Literally just an older version of this guy, Chris. He was on the Suns before him.
Yeah.
He's sitting at 58 cents. Projection 3 points. So if he hits the ground somewhere, whatever. Another one is, I would say, is watch for whoever's left in Memphis, because the Grizzlies are not looking to trade Gasol and Conley,
They're open to.
but they're open to. They might
Yeah.
as well.
I think it's about time.
Yeah, I mean that team is not. They play such an old style of basketball where they're still doing like the backing down with the bigs and all that stuff, and you can tell it's getting phased out. I think the issue with them wanting to blow it up is they're afraid of doing the rebuilding thing mid-year and then on the just not selling any tickets because they don't have anybody to go see.
Yeah, facts.
So if they blow it up in the off season, then you can at least prepare for that, create a business model, bring in some young guys to do the whole we're gonna develop young talent. But if you do it in the middle of the year, you're just gonna crush those fans. They love Gasol and Conley down there. They love those guys. And Conley, low-key's been balling out this year. Coming back from an injury. He's not like top 5 point guard in the league like he used to be once upon a time, but he's been doing pretty well this year.
Getting paid like one.
I would like to see him on the Knicks if he could stay healthy.
He's
He's not my first option, but I'll take a rental on Conley.
He's lefty.
Can't trust him.
Lastly, Kelly Olynyk watch, just because.
Fuck no.
Whoa! Just
Yeah,
because.
right.
Hey,
He was
relax.
on LeGarrette Blunt too.
Relax. Okay, so they just signed him, the Heat, right? I just watched the Heat destroy the Knicks, right? The Heat have mad random bigs who they don't know what they're doing, and they don't know what they're doing with them. So if they all get traded, and plus Olynyk's getting paid for this shit already, he's also just $1. So
You know how I get down with one.
Yo,
maybe they'll make some room for him. Yeah, not to just be diving through the gutter with this prediction strike shit again, but I'm sorry, I did it. Hopefully this is the last one.
I don't know. My only thing with that is if they're gonna move
Oh.
bigs on that team, they've been trying to move Whiteside for years. And no one's taken him. But I just don't see them if they're gonna. I don't know. I don't think Olynyk's gonna be the one to get traded. I think the Heat are just stuck in this rut of like slightly above average mediocrity that I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, but
the
I don't.
Raiders
But
can save them.
They're gonna
I know,
trade-
but I
they're gonna-
don't.
They're gonna trade everybody else.
But even so, I don't think that Olynyk's gonna get the bump from that.
Well, because he just got signed, so they can't trade him. So like,
No, but I don't think he's gonna get a lot of production bump from that. I think if they're trading people, they're gonna try to bring somebody else in.
me and Marcus are fading out.